Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Hazel and Mia podcast. Ooh, this has been a tough week for everyone. I know it. So, Hazel, I'm going to ask you to pick a card to start us all off with because we need some good energy, a good juju to get us going, okay?
Let's have a look.
I want to say that I know that this has been difficult for everybody this particular week. Okay, that sounds good, promising.
Guys, I know everybody have got so much unanswered questions about what's going on at the moment. I know it's easy enough to say, but please try not to worry. We can't change anything. You, me, Mia, we've got to go with the flow and just do what we can, because them up there, powers that be above us, they are making all the decisions and we haven't got no say. And it's difficult for everyone.
You know, it is difficult for everyone, but part of the difficulty is that we keep getting all of this news and it's causing fear. And that is the thing that is harming us all. I have to say that even with all of this news coming at us about bad things that are happening or weather conditions that are hurting the areas that we're living in. A lot of people losing their jobs. The things that have kept me motivated this week has literally been the news that I've been getting from family and friends. Just messages saying, hey, how are you doing? Those things have been the thing that have lifted me above all of this. It's crazy, but this is what life is. I think about years ago when our parents went through similar situations. And the thing is that they relied on their family members to get them through. You looked up to your parents and your grandparents because they had so much knowledge that they found ways to survive these difficult situations. They didn't look to the governments to take the bad things out of the situations. They, fortunately for them, they had radio or they had TV, and there wasn't this 24-hour news cycle bombarding you every day.
You knew you was getting news delivered to you by the TV crew at 8 a.m., 1 p.m., and then 9 p.m. You wouldn't hear about it in between.
And what you did in between that time was you were talking with your family members who were making plans on what they were going to do. When you have someone who is supposed to be in charge of you saying, hey, that's life, get over it, you can't do anything about it, things will, bad things are gonna happen, but you'll survive, then those are the people you don't want to listen to. You want to hear from those people who say, hey, I have an idea. Why don't we all get together and do this? Let's see how we can help each other through this difficult time. Those are the people you want to be around, you want to listen to.
Before I forget, because this is going to be important, it's something we have covered so much.
Okay.
On TikTok, guys, there's a man called the Allotment Man.
Okay.
This man is actually giving free advice and free lessons on how to be self-sustainable. Now, I know we've talked about this so much. I thought I'd pass on that information because it's something you can look at as well.
You know, that's great advice. And I'm going to put it out there that if people are alone and you don't have a family member that you can talk to, or you don't have a close friend who is going to uplift you, give you some good advice, send us a message. It doesn't
Yeah.
cost anything to send us a message, and we will respond to you.
Yeah.
Because this is a time where we need each other. We
Yes.
need
Yes.
somebody in our corner to say, okay, here's an idea.
Yeah.
Have you thought about this? Don't
Yeah.
pay attention to all of the bad actors out there, because it's
Yeah.
really not going to help you. You know, the thing is that life is like a racetrack with hurdles on it.
Yeah.
And the hurdles are lessons we have to learn. And everybody has been on this racetrack. And if you don't have any hurdles, then you don't have any life lessons to learn. The hurdles make you a better person. It
Yeah.
teaches you things you need to know.
Yeah.
There
And
is no such thing as a racetrack without hurdles on it.
And don't forget, every day is a new day, but every day is also a new learning day. And on that note, this card is pretty much how people are feeling. Don't panic about the name of this card. This card scares so many people, but you know what? It's one of the strongest within the deck.
The Death card, New Beginnings.
Yes. Look at this picture, guys. There he is, coming out of the flames. That represents he's turned into embers, and those embers are rising again like a phoenix. And that's what all of us will do. We will all rise like a phoenix and become one again.
And
This
that
card
is, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say this card is a scary card, but I love this card so much.
It actually has so much positivity from it, you know. Yeah. Normally when we think about death, we think about sorrow, grief, loss, all of those things. But what if we found out that death was a cleansing?
Yeah.
It was a new door opening.
Yeah. And don't forget about the old wives' tale we were told growing up. One door closes, another opens. And that is the exact way of saying it, a rebirth. Because if you think about it, how many of us go to bed in a stinking mood? You want to fight the world because you've had enough, or you've had a bad day in work and you want to scream. While you're sleeping, your body is re-energizing.
There you go.
But when you get up the following day, you're having a rebirth of energy. So
and
don't...
you can go ahead.
No, go on.
I was going to say that you can either choose to bring the previous day's energy into the new day, or you can refresh yourself, start new, look at things a different way. I want to tell you some of the greatest news I got this week was from someone who was struggling with finding a job. And they were doing everything that they had been told to do. Put out your applications. People are only, companies are only sifting through the applications that they receive online. And even though you submitted your application to a job several times and you get bad news that you're just not qualified for this position, someone so close to me said to me, I went into that company. I knew I was qualified for that job. And
Yeah.
I was just determined to get in front of them, to show them who I was
Yeah.
and what I am capable of. And that just made an awesome impression on the company. They looked at this person and they said, they want to work. I
Yeah.
want somebody in this position who wants to work. And this literally gives you an opportunity to have a face-to-face interview with someone who's hiring people who can look at you and see, hey, there's value in this person and in the job that they are capable of doing. If they had enough nerve to walk in here off of the street and ask for a job, I think I'm going to find a place for them. Now, it may not work out the first time you try to do something like this, but if you are persistent
Yeah.
in what you want to do, you want to make sure that you can have food to feed your family, you want to be a productive member of society, you can show that to this person, to this company, something that they can't see on an online application. And this
No.
is how people got hired in the past. They
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
have online applications. They walked into companies, they filled out an application right there, they talked to the hiring person, and that person got an opportunity to see who they could work with.
And that's the thing. And people think, I can't go to an interview, I haven't got nice clothes. You go to any thrift store, any charity shop, explain your situation, and they will make sure you look nice for that interview.
Exactly.
They want to see people change their lives around as well.
Exactly, because it makes them feel good to help somebody in society, especially with what we're going through today.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
don't be afraid to ask for help.
No.
You know, I mean, that's what we're all supposed to be here to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're going to have some bad moments. Hey, this week has been a terrible time for many people all around the world. And that's okay, because you're going to get over that hurdle and you're going to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
You know, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Mia. I was just going to say, when we were growing up, we fell over, we cut our knees, we got back up. You could guarantee our parents would go, better now, off you go.
Yes.
And that's what we've got to think about now. We fall over, we get up and we carry on.
Exactly. Isn't that what you would teach your children? Okay, you fell off the bike. Now let's get back up and try it again.
Yeah.
So don't lose that momentum. You fall off your bike, you get up and you keep going. Yeah, we know from the stories in the news that prices are going up and maybe we can't afford to get to work. What did we do in the past? We carpooled. We rode a bicycle. We rode a bus. You know, all of those things help us reimagine our budget.
If I say we've got to reconfigure ourselves,
yeah,
that's what we've got to do, because we got to refigure our way of thinking, our way of doing things. And I bet some of you have started doing that without realizing. When you go and do your food shop, you're looking for the cheapest that you want.
Yes.
You're already reconfiguring your brain.
The truth is, the most valuable knowledge we ever gain doesn't come from reading in a book or hearing it on the news. It comes from living. Yes. Especially the hard parts.
Yes.
Okay. Life is meant to be lived 100%.
Yeah.
And you sometimes get to experience a little bit of bad with the good. But imagine how good this person felt when she went in and she faced that demon. Hey, I've heard so many times that you don't have a job for me, but let me show you what I can
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
And the excitement she got when she saw the response from the person she was talking to.
Because she wasn't being lazy and just filling in the application form. She got
Exactly.
up and she went in there. And she could even be saying, I've brought in my application form. I would like to come to work for you. Even doing that is so empowering for yourself. That empowerment you would feel knowing that actually you've introduced yourself. You're a future candidate that wants to work for that company.
Yes.
They've already seen you using your initiative to get up and do that. That will go so much further.
Absolutely, because before all they were looking at was a piece of paper. They didn't get any feelings from that piece of paper. And you can't learn to survive adversity without experiencing adversity.
And the other thing is, when you go in, a lot of employers are really clever these days. They'll give you your interview without you realizing it. They'd say to you, so what skills have you have then? You go to hand them your CV and they'll say, no, I don't want to see that. I'm talking to you. What skills have you got? Because a lot of skills people have, but not the qualifications. And it's the skills that the companies want. Qualifications don't mean nothing these days. They really, really don't. I've got qualifications from Cambridge Uni, but people would look at that these days and think that's outdated. But she's older, so what life skills have she got?
You know, that's the thing is that we've been through all of these things before.
Yeah.
Every last one of these things. This is not anything new.
No.
It may be the first time that this generation has gone through any of these things, but you have an opportunity to listen to those who have been through it or similar things and get some advice from them. Get some inspiration from them.
Yeah.
What do you have to lose in a case like that? If you can learn how to get over this hurdle by getting information from someone who's already gotten over that hurdle, then you're halfway done.
Yeah. Yeah. And don't forget, guys, going to actually see someone shows them your personality. When they're looking at things on a piece of paper, they don't understand what personality you've got, what you do, how you react to working with strangers, because it takes guts to go in and say, I'm bringing in my resume, my CV, I want to work for you. That takes guts, and you should be so proud of yourself as well.
Absolutely. Because they may look you in the face and say, sorry, we're only looking at online applications, but you did it.
Yeah.
You still did it.
Yeah.
And the first time leads to a second time and a third time. Don't let that one door close and without looking for an open window. Okay.
Set yourself a goal. Print off 5 CVs or resumes, because over here we call them CVs.
Yes.
Set yourself a goal to get up, have a shower, dress nice, and you make sure that 5 different companies have each one of them.
And like I said, okay, so now all of the news is telling us how the prices are going up and you don't know if you have enough gas in your car. Well, there are agencies that will give you money to put gas in your car if you are going for job interviews.
Yes.
There are other modes of transportation that you can take that are much less expensive and may it be extremely helpful or put you in an area where you can get to several different companies at one opportunity.
And
So
the thing is,
don't use any excuses of why you can't. Find reasons why you can.
yeah, if you know somebody that works on an industrial estate, say to them, can I have a lift in with you? Is that okay? I just want to drop a few things off. Use your initiative in that area as well. And
Absolutely. Yes.
if 3 of you work in the same place, we're all struggling with fuel at the moment and prices. So if 3 of you work in the same place, even if you've got to walk 5 minutes to be picked up, carpool. Because if you think about it, 3 of you drive, 3 of you use fuel every day. Switch that around to 1 person uses fuel. That might become a permanent thing.
Then
You've
you
saved
may
money.
exactly, and you may absolutely save money.
Yes.
Because if you have 3 or 4 people in your carpool, when you fill up your gas tank at the beginning of the week and you're the one who's responsible for driving that week, you'd be using the same amount of gas if you were driving all by yourself. But now it's split 4 ways.
Yeah. And even if somebody can't drive, it's okay to say, I don't mind taking you if you don't mind helping with fuel costs.
The thing is that what we will find out is that learning to work with the people in your community, in your company, working together with those people who think like you do, you will find more ideas that you can use to get through these situations. You're not going to get answers from the top, from the governments. They're not in the business of saving you. They're in the business. Yes, go ahead.
And that's why they don't tell us it's scaremongering. Yes, we know there's issues. We know there's things going on. But we can't change them. We can just focus on what we are going to do and how we are going to progress.
And ask yourself, hey, can I do a better job working with the people in my community? Can I find a way to get to work? Can I find a way to feed my family? Can I find a way to pay my rent by working with the people in my community or in my office? Or would I listen to the information that the so-called leaders are putting out and figure out how that information will help me get day to day the needs I need to have taken care of? I guarantee you, like I was saying before, our parents, our grandparents, our great grandparents, they all went through these same things. And they didn't sit on their behinds to say, oh, woe is me. My leader is telling me that I just have to accept it. But nobody's showing up at my door with a basket of food. What do I do? Or if somebody is showing up at my door with a basket of food, who is it? Is it my neighbor? Or is it that so-called leader? This is going on around the world, and there is no specific group or country that is being left out of these dilemmas.
No.
So you will find that less fear will come from more love of the community, work in the community. You will be more distracted with figuring out things that you can do rather than listening to people telling you what you can't do.
What you need to do is get your va-va-voom back and use it to your benefit.
Get that va-va-voom started, like Hazel said. We can sit here and make light of things because we want to lift people's spirits. But we want you to know that we understand the heartache that's going on right now, the fear. And we've working on our own ways of lightening the load.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
tell you, getting messages from my sons makes me so excited, from my family members. Those are the things that lift me up, and it takes my attention to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And away from something that I can't have, I don't have any control over.
No. And that's the thing, we can't control it. But what we can control is our own little families. We can say to them, come on, let's go and do this. Because that's what we need to do as families. And
Now,
that's the important thing.
And this is true. I will say that if you've never been truly scared for your safety, you don't know what you're made of.
Yeah.
You don't know that your body and mind can rise to occasions you never imagined. You don't know that courage isn't the absence of fear, it's being terrified and still moving forward.
And let's be honest, none of us have been and seen that fear, because before now we've never had to.
Right.
We are stronger than we think.
Mm-hmm.
We are built to fix problems.
This is true. And here's the thing about these experiences, you can't learn them secondhand.
No.
Okay. So you can't learn how to get through this situation because a leader is telling you, just go out there and walk. And you can spend the money on the gas right now because later on the prices are going to go down. Well, that money isn't going to come back to you.
No.
So you can read every book there is out there about resilience, and you can listen to every podcast about overcoming adversity. You can get advice from every well-meaning friend and family member, but until you're actually in it, until the floor drops out and you're falling, you don't really know.
I'm going to say something now, and I'm hoping this will resonate with a lot of people. When you're learning to drive, we think we know everything about driving. Yes, we pass our test. Then we've realised when we're in that car on our own, we know nothing. We are learning it as we are going along. Because your driving test is there to make sure you meet standards. Nobody sets you up for driving on the road on your own. It's then you have to make snap decisions. And that's what we are going through in real life right now.
And I love how you put that, learning to make smart decisions. Because right now people are losing their jobs and the prices of everything is going up, and they're saying, oh, I don't have any money. Okay, what you actually need is to focus on the things that you actually need versus what you just want. Okay, the generosity from others is humbling and beautiful, and that you're resourceful in ways you never knew.
Yeah. And that's so true. And that's what we've got to think about. We can learn to do things, but we don't actually do them till we're out on our own.
Correct. Now, we're literally not saying we should want bad things to happen, because nobody wishes for the job losses, poverty, or dangerous things to happen. But these are not reality. Choose.
Yeah.
Okay. But nonetheless, they are things that we need to learn. These are hurdles we need to jump, because we will learn really important lessons from this. We will come up with great ideas to help us get through this.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be so amazed about how we survived, what ideas we came up with.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep moving forward. I get it. We're in a lot of pain right now. We're going to have to find a way to distract ourselves from the fear.
It's like a new pair of shoes. How many of us buy new shoes and look at them for 10 minutes knowing that we've got to break these shoes in so that they're comfortable? But we take that leap of faith and do it. So we need that confidence in every step of life.
And all I can say to you is that do it slowly, okay?
Yeah.
Don't go running in the new shoes a mile. You know what? Take it a block at a time.
Yeah. How many of us have put on a pair of thick woolly socks to break our new shoes in quicker, and it don't work? So it's about doing it when you're ready to do it.
Yes.
Doing it the way you know it's going to work for you.
Sometimes we feel pushed into things and we feel really uncomfortable. And I can say that those are signs that I want to feel better. I don't want to feel so uncomfortable. So what are you going to do to not feel so uncomfortable? You can't just sit there and waddle in it, because that's not going to help.
Nobody can make those changes except for you.
Find those people who are going to give you ideas on what you can do. And there are a lot of people out there, probably right next door to you. But like I said, if you don't have anyone that you can talk to, if you feel much more comfortable sending a comment in below or sending us an email, that's fine. A lot of people right now feel it's much more comfortable for them to write to a stranger and ask a question than to speak with someone face to face. That's fine. I'm willing to be on the other end of that.
Me also, because you know what? When you contact us and when you leave a message, it shows us that you're slowly reaching out to your comfort zone and you're starting to build trust.
Absolutely. So
before we run out of time, let's do the card for the week.
Excellent. That's what I was getting ready to say. You're over here reading my mind.
Because we've got that. And you know what? We skinflints, we go for the free Zoom so that we don't go over and we don't have to pay.
Well, when one of the things I want to get across to everybody is when you know you can survive, you stop being afraid of failure and you take more risks. You speak up more, you live more fully. And that's not reckless. That's because you are understanding deep in your bones that even if things fall apart, you'll be okay. You'll figure it out.
It's about being frugal.
Yes. And that's not a bad word.
And you don't have to use a tea bag 10 times. You don't have to be that bad.
9 is okay, though.
I was going to say 9.5. The card for the week, and this is and this is why we really connect with the cards. Oh, let me put it in that hand. Where are we with up there? It's the Three of Cups. Okay. The Three of Cups, friendships. So friendships don't necessarily mean you have to go out and you have to speak to people. You can make friendships other ways.
Absolutely.
Of it.
And we gave you one way here.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. We're here to help you with ideas to help you move forward. We don't want to see anybody stuck anymore.
No. Slowly but surely, those concrete boots that you've had on your feet, we will get you to remove them one way or the other, because life is for living and not surviving.
Exactly. Okay. So we want to ask you to please like and share this video. And if you feel like it, subscribe to this video. It really does help our numbers. But one of the challenges we want to put out to you is to send us a message and let us know, have you survived something really hard? And what did it teach you? Because I'd love to hear your story. Okay.
And I'm still waiting for a real interesting question for the free card reading.
Hey, this is an easy way for you to get some inspiration, some motivation. So don't hesitate to reach out to us. Just put a comment below saying, hey, I have a question and I would love to get a free reading. And if you want to say, we really enjoy your podcast, we'd like to hear that too.
Or if you think we stink, tell us that as well.
Thanks, Hazel.
That's better than nothing, Mia.
This has really been great. And we want to keep everybody moving forward, motivated. So we look forward to hearing from you. And until next week, just do the best you can. That's all anyone expects of you.
Yeah, and get that Val ready for the Voom.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Till next week.